Good evening, parents, family, friends, teachers, administrators, donors, representatives, students, and finally, award recipients. My name is Kyle Hassler, the principal here at North Penn High School. Welcome to our 2025 North Penn High School Senior Awards Ceremony. Tonight's ceremony is a great way to celebrate the special talents and accomplishments of our graduates. Thank you for being here with us to honor them tonight. First, before we begin the festivities, I ask that you rise as you are able as select members of our chamber singers perform the national anthem. After the national anthem, I ask that you remain standing for our alma mater. Thank you very much to our chamber singers for an amazing rendition. Before we proceed with the ceremony, let me get some housekeeping out of the way. Award recipients. This evening, you will be receiving a list of awards you have received, their monetary value, and a thank you note for each award. Next week, please stop in Home Office K25 with the completed thank you note or notes in order to receive your awards. The generous donors of each award certainly deserve to hear from each of you, each and every one of you, as a token of your appreciation for their generosity. Speaking of generosity, this evening we will honor 260 students with 400 awards worth a total value of $153,675. Some of these awards are academic awards or awards recognizing achievement in specific areas of study. Other are memorial awards in honor of a loved one who is no longer with us. and some are in honor of the accomplishments or years of service of community members or former employees of North Penn School District. I would like to thank all of those who donated to make these awards possible. Please join me in giving a huge North Penn round of applause for all of our donors. Next, I would like to thank Mr. Bob Gilmer, Mr. Craig Wireman, Mrs. Mary Fakish, and our outstanding NPTV crew for all they have done to make this prestigious program possible. I'd also like to thank Mr. Matt Clank, who will be announcing tonight's ceremony here in the auditorium. I would be remiss if we did not also thank Mr. Ken Boy, Mrs. Christine Capriati, Miss Robin Williams, and Miss Lori Mancino for their tireless efforts in organizing and preparing for this evening. The planning process for tonight began in the fall, and we are excited to reap the benefits of all of their hard work with this beautiful ceremony tonight. Thank you. Finally, I would like to thank our award recipients this evening. Whether it was your academic success, your character, or your hard work, your efforts are to be recognized this evening. You have all left a permanent mark on North Penn High School, and I hope that we have a special place in your heart as well. It has truly been my pleasure to get to know you and serve as your principal for these past 3 years. Your dedication and commitment to being strong representatives of North Penn High School will forever be remembered, and we are looking forward to the amazing things that you do in the future. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Shoppy to join me on stage. Mr. Boy will join later for his portion of the alphabet. At the same time, I would like the first row of students to line up stage left so that we can begin the program. After you exit the stage, you will receive the award envelope at the table and then proceed around the seats. Audience members, for the sake of efficiency and in hopes of getting you out of here at a reasonable hour tonight, I ask that you please hold your applause until the end of the names and all have been read. With over 200 students receiving awards this evening, even 10 seconds of applause for each recipient would keep us here very, very late. I assure you, we will have plenty of time and the ability to congratulate these deserving students together as a group when the program concludes. And with that, we present our 2025 North Penn Senior Awards.
Tonight's first recipient will be Ahmed Abdallah. Ahmed is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award for outstanding leadership skills and participation in the Muslim Student Association. Jenna Adamo. Jenna is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance for Outstanding Achievement in Math. Madeline Adarayan. Madeline is receiving multiple awards. The NPAAA Kenneth R. Schmidt Memorial Award for a senior athlete who by precept and example has been a source of inspiration to other athletes during their senior year. The NPHS Social Studies Department Achievement in Psychology Award for high achievement in psychology classes, and the Penfield Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Samina Afrin. Samina is receiving multiple awards. The Bengali Cultural Club Award for outstanding leadership skills and participation in the Bengali Cultural Club, and the Muslim Student Association Award. Cecilia Ahart. Cecilia is receiving multiple awards. The Christian Matthew Champion of Justice Award for a senior who sincerely commits to making the school a safe place for all students regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. the John Buckner Honorary Theater Award for excellence, commitment, and leadership in technical theater and stage crew. The North Penn Education Association Academic Recognition Award for a senior who has excelled academically, contributed to the school community, and plans to major in education. And the WNPV 98.5 FM Service Award. Bibi Amadi. Bibi is receiving the Lansdale High School Class of 1944 Blackledge Rudinger Memorial Award. Minatala Alalani. Minatana is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Laura Albert. Laura is receiving multiple awards. The NPHS Athletic Department Athletic Recognition Award for Outstanding Athletic Competition over 3 years at North Penn, and the Walton Farm Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Neil Anand. Neil is receiving multiple awards. The Indian Cultural Club Award for Outstanding Club Participant who engaged in advocating for Indian student needs and community service. The North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award for outstanding adherence to the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: service, leadership, scholarship, and character. The North Penn Music Aid's James Morrison Award for outstanding contribution to the jazz band. The North Wales Elementary Alumni Award. The NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Excellence. And the Pembroke Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Lena Andrews. Lena is receiving the NPHS Science Faculty Achievement Award for Outstanding Achievement in Science. Raphael Armanius. Raphael is receiving multiple awards: the North Penn Education Association Academic Recognition Award and the Phi Beta Kappa Book Award for a senior who embodies the Phi Beta Kappa ideals of academic achievement, character, and a love of wisdom and learning. Lauren Arney. Lauren is receiving the NPHS Business Department Excellence in Economics Award, sponsored by Kohler Jewelers, for a senior who earned the top grade in economics. Tasneem Arpan. Tasneem is receiving the NPHS English Department Award for high level of performance in English classes and overall academic achievement. Adam Arrington. Adam is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Aiden Atkinson. Aiden is receiving the NPAAA Andy Kuzma Memorial Award for a boys basketball team member with the highest GPA. Jessica Awad. Jessica is receiving the North Penn Education Association Academic Recognition Award. Shaguna Badan. Shaguna is receiving the York Avenue Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Ian Belisa Lisa. Ian is receiving the NPAAA Don Ryan Scholarship Award for a senior athlete who shows commitment and dedication to their team. Marla Bastia. Marla is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Matt Scott Legacy Award, which is given to a senior who was a student of NPHS teacher Matt Scott. Julia Beaver. Julia is receiving multiple awards. First, the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship.
The Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarships are awarded to North Penn High School seniors who attended Penndale Middle School and are planning to continue their education. Christopher Joy was a counselor at Penndale Middle School from 2005 until his untimely passing on Valentine's Day 2021. He was also the middle school's counseling department chair and earned the Superintendent's Honor Roll Award in 2020. The fund was established by Christopher's many colleagues, friends, and family members who admired Chris's dedication to the North Penn students and wanted to continue his legacy. Chris's commitment to supporting the students and families at North Penn was demonstrated in various ways. Chris had an open door policy and would cheerfully welcome anyone who came to his door. Chris also possessed a unique ability to establish rapport and willingness to provide support often beyond their time in middle school. Chris had a passion for coaching. He coached middle school basketball, baseball, and track. For Springfield Township, where Chris lived, he coached youth soccer and baseball. Chris was a music enthusiast who loved live performances, especially from the Dave Matthews Band. He was also an avid fan of all Philadelphia sports teams, both professional and collegiate. Chris was the embodiment of love, and he should always be remembered on Valentine's Day. He was a hugger, and whether you wanted one or not, he would give you a huge bear hug, even if he just met you. He also loved to make people laugh and had an awesome sense of humor. The committee would like to thank all the applicants and congratulate this year's recipients.
Julia is also receiving the N-Page Award for Excellence in Gifted Mentorship, the NPHS Theater Best Actor Award, and the Penndale Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Elaine Beck. Elaine is receiving the JROTC Colonel Todd Zachary Top Performance Award for a JROTC senior displaying the highest degree of character and integrity serving the JROTC and the North Penn community. Shreya Bellam. Shreya is receiving multiple awards. The AAUW Lansdale Branch Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement and Service to Others. The Morris Trust Memorial Scholarship for Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics. The N-Page Scholars Award for a senior who has excelled academically. And the Oak Park Elementary School Alumni Award. Savannah Bilecki. Savannah is receiving multiple awards, the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, and the Ralph and Patricia Manfredi Memorial Award for an outstanding senior who exemplified selflessness, kindness, and dedication to helping others succeed. Kyle Belinsky. Kyle is receiving the Hatfield Lions Club Award. Amanda Blake. Amanda is receiving the NPHS Business Department Excellence in Accounting Award for the senior who earned the top grade in Accounting 2. Ryan Bachlet. Ryan is receiving the NPHS Athletic Department Outstanding Senior Athlete Award for an outstanding athlete in their individual sport. Charlotte Brody. Charlotte is receiving the Karen L. McCormack Memorial Scholarship. Brianna Bryan. Brianna is receiving the JROTC Major Eugene Pearson Outstanding Cadet Award for a JROTC senior displaying the highest quality of leadership, patriotism, and a devotion to community service. Logan Bryan. Logan is receiving the Pennsylvania Association of School Business Officials Award in memory of Mike Sands for a senior pursuing a career in transportation or maintenance field. Mallory Buchanan. Mallory is receiving the WNPV 98.5 FM Service Award. Marco Buckner. Marco is receiving the North Penn International Friendship Committee NPHS Exchange Student Recognition Award. Cameron Bolenhage. Cameron is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Regan Burns. Regan is receiving multiple awards. The Marybrook Golden Club Award for Excellence in Environmental Science. The North Penn International Friendship Committee NPHS Exchange Student Recognition Award, and the North Penn International Friendship Committee Kenneth L. Weir Friendship Award for a student who supports and embraces the spirit of the International Exchange Program. Caleb Bussey. Caleb is receiving the NPHS Administrative Award for Outstanding School Citizenship. Ethan Butler. Ethan is receiving the John Philip Sousa Award, given for the greatest contribution to the band program. Gwyneth Callatan. Gwyneth is receiving multiple awards. The Christopher Michael Williams Senior Memorial Caring Award for a giving and kind-natured senior who puts the needs of others first. And the NPSD School Nurses Future in Nursing Award for a senior who is pursuing a career in nursing. Dorothy Calhoun. Dorothy is receiving multiple awards. The North Penn Education Association Academic Recognition Award, and the NPHS Theater Excellence in Theater and Thespians Award, which honors a senior excelling in acting and leadership in the NPHS Theater program. Richard Campbell. Richard is receiving the NPHS Athletic Department Athletic Recognition Award. Julia Capasani Hughes. Julia is receiving the WNPV 98.5 FM Service Award. Marley Capel. Marley is receiving the North Penn Education Association Academic Scholarship Award. Jack Caraher. Jack is receiving the George Bancroft Memorial Law Enforcement Award, given to a senior demonstrating an interest in helping others and is pursuing a career in law enforcement. Owen Carey. Owen is receiving the Ambler Area Running Club Scholarship for a senior cross-country or track athlete whose dedication, enthusiasm, and achievement have represented the best aspects of the sport of running. Julia Kavanaugh. Julia is receiving multiple awards. The AAUW Lansdale Branch Award, the North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award, and the NPHS Social Studies Department AP Trilogy Award for a senior who demonstrated excellence in 3 consecutive years of advanced placement courses in social studies. Sarah Kavanaugh. Sarah is receiving multiple awards. The AAUW Lansdale Branch Award, the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, the Collier Family One Earth Environmental Science Award for a senior who has shown responsibility, academic achievement, a commitment to protecting the environment, and plans to study in an area related to environmental science. The North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award, the NPHS Business Department Excellence in Accounting Award, the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Excellence, and the Thomas J. Richards Memorial Scholarship.
Tom graduated with the North Penn class of 2009 and then went on to Penn State's Schreier Honors College to begin his journey to law school and his ultimate goal of becoming a judge. Unfortunately, at the beginning of his sophomore year while acting as a teaching assistant for Leadership Jumpstart, he passed away suddenly on August 17, 2010, due to a brain aneurysm. We established this scholarship to not only honor Tom's memory, but also to acknowledge and encourage similar students to strive for the principles he valued most: academic excellence, community service, and servant leadership. We would like to thank the over 100 families and businesses in our community whose contributions have made this permanent scholarship possible. Congratulations to this year's recipient of the Thomas J. Richards Memorial Scholarship. Go ahead.
Srihari Chakravarti. Srihari is receiving the North Penn Education Foundation Scholar for Innovation Award. Johnson Charles. Johnson is receiving multiple awards. First, the NPHS English Department Creative Writing Award for a senior who exhibits a developing talent for creative writing and encourages the future achievement of new and emerging writers. And also the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance. Lucas Chartrand. Lucas is receiving the NPAAA Donald C. Doc Ryan Memorial Award for a senior baseball player who displays selfless dedication to their team and embodies sportsmanship. Jisoo Chung. Jisoo is receiving multiple awards. The Bridle Path Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award, the North Penn International Friendship Committee Award for Outstanding Performance in the Study of Japanese, the NPAGE Award for Excellence in Government, and the NPHS Art Department Award for Excellence in Arts. Madison Semino. Madison is receiving the Night Crier Award for outstanding service to the school newspaper. Benjamin Clark. Benjamin is receiving the NPHS Class of 2020 Award, given to a senior inspired to enter a helping profession. Camellia Clark. Camellia is receiving the North Penn Television Outstanding Service Award. Patrick Clayton. Patrick is receiving the Penndale Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Dana Coakley. Dana is receiving the NPHS Athletic Department Overcoming Adversity Award, given to a student athlete who has overcome adversity in their sport. Alana Cole. Alana is receiving the Dr. Amaka Anaya Healthcare Excellence Award for an outstanding Black, Hispanic, or Native American senior interested in pursuing a career in healthcare. Alana is also receiving the Russell C. Madden Memorial Award. Josiah Coleman. Josiah is receiving the Lansdale Cannoneers Sportsman's Club Howard Rip Tiesenfitz Memorial Award, given to a senior athlete who is pursuing a college education. Mara Coleman. Mara is receiving multiple awards. The Christopher Michael Williams Jr. Memorial Scholarship for a senior who is giving and kind-natured and willing to put the needs of others first. And the North Penn Education Association, the R. Thomas Leonard Academic Excellence Award, given to a senior who has excelled academically, contributed to the school community, and plans to major in education. Gianna Corrado. Gianna is receiving multiple awards. The Lansdale Cannoneers Sportsman's Club Howard Rip Tiesenfitz Memorial Award, and the NPAAA Donald C. Doc Ryan Memorial Award for a senior softball player who displays selfless dedication to their team and embodies sportsmanship. David Costa. David is receiving the NPHS Key Club Service Award for an outstanding senior dedicated to volunteer work. Katie Christ. Katie is receiving the Christ Family Foundation Award for a senior planning to major in biological sciences in college. Cameron Crowley. Cameron is receiving the NPHS Athletic Directors Award, given to a senior athlete who exemplifies desire and spirit to North Penn athletics and through their commitment has brought excellence to their sport. Abigail Comiskey. Abigail is receiving multiple awards. The North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award, the North Penn Education Association Academic Scholarship Award, Allison Doms. Allison is receiving the Rose Ann Rosenzweig Ross Class of 1965 Memorial Art Award, given to a senior continuing their education in art. Kelsey Danko. Kelsey is receiving the Bridle Path Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Sahidi Davalori. Sahidi is receiving the Zubaydah Foundation Award. Cameron Demetrius. Cameron is receiving the Linda Salas Hair Memorial Award, given to a senior who exemplifies Linda's love and enthusiasm for the French language and culture. Vidika Deshpanda. Vidika is receiving multiple awards. The AAUW Lansdale Branch Award, the H. James Finnemeyer Award for an Outstanding Student Leader, and the Indian Cultural Club Award. Sarah Deal. Sarah is receiving the Ellis and Ruth Delp Scholarship.
The Ellis and Ruth Delp Memorial Scholarship was created in loving memory of Ellis and Ruth Delp, who exemplified the true meaning of generosity, selflessness, and community service. In the fall of 1979, our family immigrated from Vietnam to Lansdale on a dramatic 9,000-mile journey toward a new life of freedom and opportunities. The Delps opened their hearts and home to our refugee family and helped us adapt to life in an unfamiliar country. Ellis and Ruth Delp were generous community servants who, as lifelong members of Trinity Lutheran Church, also devoted time at the Anchor House and Fair Housing in Lansdale, at Kencrest in Ambler, and at the Good Shepherd Home in Allentown. Ellis Delp served as Township Supervisor for Montgomery Township and was also a former president of the Lansdale Rotary Club, and they were active members of the North Penn High School International Friendship Committee. The Delps truly understood the meaning of selflessness and charity. We are so thankful to have known them, and we are deeply grateful for their generous hearts and faith in their community. For this presentation of the Ellis and Ruth Delp Memorial Scholarship, we would like to thank North Penn High School for the opportunity to grant this award. We would like to congratulate the award recipient, who shared impressive ideas about community service that will certainly make the world a better place. And lastly, we would like to wish the entire graduating class much success in their post-high school adventures.
Catherine DeLenge. Catherine is receiving the Valerie Sinecor Memorial Scholarship, given to a senior pursuing a degree in special education. Mason DeMauro. Mason is receiving the NPAAA Kenneth R. Schmidt Memorial Award. Ziana Dobson. Ziana is receiving multiple awards: the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship and the NPHS Athletic Department Athletic Recognition Award. Jason Dodge. Jason is receiving the NPHS Class of 1962 Technology and Engineering Department Award. Brady Dolder. Brady is receiving the General Nash Elementary School Alumni Award. Elena Drolet. Elena is receiving multiple awards: the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, the Dr. Davis Giersch Award for Outstanding Choral Student, the NPHS Theater Excellence in Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS Award, given for outstanding leadership with Broadway Cares producing and fundraising, and the N-Page Award for Excellence in Gifted Mentorship. Bryn Duffy. Bryn is receiving the Nate Robson Memorial Scholarship. Tristan Derns. Tristan is receiving the North Penn Most Unified Award, sponsored by Corpus Christi Knights of Columbus for outstanding commitment to unified sports. Monty Dutta. Monty is receiving multiple awards: the Bengali Cultural Club Award and the Indian Cultural Club Award. Jacob Early. Jacob is receiving multiple awards. First, the Carl Hoppe Memorial Award, given to a senior pursuing a degree in health and physical education, and the Eileen G. Stotts-Kratz Memorial Scholarship Award.
Good evening. My name is Michael McGuire, and I am one of the 5 grandchildren of Eileen Stotts-Kratz, who was known to us as Nanny. Eileen graduated from North Penn High School as a member of the class of 1957. Eileen was known for helping people and was a dedicated and loyal friend who fought for the underdog. Though she was quiet and did not like attention drawn to her, Eileen's friends and family could count on her strong work ethic and positive attitude to complete any job and to do it well. Unfortunately, in 1998, we lost my grandmother to cancer. The Eileen Kratz Memorial Scholarship was created and funded by her 2 children to honor and remember their mom for the kind and compassionate person she was in the North Penn community. Caring, helpful, patient, and respectful are what Eileen stood for as a person. This award honors a deserving North Penn senior who shares many of the same characteristics that my grandmother demonstrated in her life. Our family would like to congratulate this year's winner and hope you continue to give back to your community, remain a loyal friend, and help others in need along the way. Congratulations.
Aiden Eves. Aiden is receiving the NPHS Athletic Directors Award. Tanvir Fahim. Tanvir is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Madeline Fakish. Madeline is receiving the NPHS Athletic Department Most Outstanding Senior Athlete Award, given for outstanding all-around achievement in North Penn athletics. Kenneth Felton III. Kenneth is receiving multiple awards. The Dr. Vincent F. Cotter Reach Hire for Success Award, given to a senior majoring in education who made a positive contribution to North Penn High School through participation in extracurricular activities. And also the Leonard Bernstein Musicianship Award, given to a senior pursuing a career in music education. Nathaniel Fitzgerald. Nathaniel is receiving the NPHS Chorus Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Choral Music Program. Cassidy Flanagan. Cassidy is receiving the North Penn International Friendship Committee Award for Outstanding Performance in the Study of French. Hannah Folis. Hannah is receiving multiple awards. The North Penn Education Association R. Thomas Leonard Award, Academic Excellence Award, and the NPHS Art Department Award. Ryan Francis. Ryan is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance. Alexander Garcia. Xander is receiving multiple awards. First, the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, and also the North Penn High School Chorus Award for outstanding contribution to the choral music program. Joshua Garrett. Joshua is receiving the Robert Braxton III Memorial Award.
Good evening, seniors. I am Robert Braxton Jr., co-founder of the RB3 Foundation. My wife and I launched the RB3 Foundation in 2018 to honor the legacy of our son, Robert Robbie E. Braxton III, who led with a love for people, basketball, and his community. As a North Penn High School graduate, Robbie built lasting friendships and timeless memories in his school community. Later, he graduated from Temple University, another community where he fostered a curiosity about life and the world around him. On April 24, 2016, Robbie tragically lost his life at a shooting at church. We are grateful to be able to use this platform to serve as representation of the principles Robbie stood on. Those principles included faith, passion, love, and servant leadership, which contributes to how he showed up in the lives of his family, friends, and community. The RB3 Foundation Scholarship honors North Penn High School students who exemplify Robbie's principles, which we believe will foster leadership skills and a love for building and being engaged in the community. We are pleased to offer the RB3 Foundation Scholarship to deserving seniors, and we wish you only the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Julia George. Julia is receiving multiple awards. The Knapp Elementary School Alumni Award and the Cynthia L. Loudon Award, given to a theater student who exemplifies all aspects of theater and thespians on and off stage. Stephanie Gibson. Stephanie is receiving the Alyssa M. Oxenford Memorial Athletic Award for a senior athlete showing determination, perseverance, tenacity, the will to overcome adversity, and a warrior spirit on and off the field. Nicholas Gopel. Nicholas is receiving multiple awards. The North Wales Elementary Alumni Award, the NPHS Social Studies Department Achievement in Government and Civics Award, given to a senior demonstrating high achievement in government classes, and the NPHS Theater Directors Award, which honors a student who has exhibited leadership as a thespian officer. Bhavya Gohel. Bhavya is receiving the Indian Cultural Club Award. Sierra Gomes. Sierra is receiving multiple awards. The N-Page Award for Excellence in Science, and the NPHS Chorus Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Choral Music Program. Kyle Gordon. Kyle is receiving the NPAAA James K. Gulick Memorial Award for a senior track athlete who epitomizes qualities of sportsmanship, fair play, and competitiveness espoused by NPHS track coach James K. Gulick Sr. Alana Graham. Alana is receiving the NPHS Administrative Award for Outstanding School Citizenship. Benjamin Grattan. Benjamin is receiving the John Huber Memorial Scholarship, given to a senior who values education and plans to continue seeking academic success. Jada Giondo. Jada is receiving the NPHS Class of 1962 Future in Nursing or EMT Award. Leroy Hall. Leroy is receiving the NPHS Administrative Award for Outstanding School Citizenship. Jagurtha Hameg. Jagurtha is also receiving the NPHS Administrative Award for Outstanding School Citizenship. Miriam Hameg. Miriam is receiving multiple awards. First, the NPHS Class of 2012 School Spirit Award, the Floss McQuaid Memorial Award for Outstanding Athlete and FCS Student, the Lansdale High School Class of 1944 Blackledge Rudinger Memorial Award, and the NPHS Social Studies Department Achievement in Government and Civics Award. Ashmit Handu. Ashmit is receiving multiple awards. The Morris Trust Memorial Scholarship and the Zubaydah Foundation Award. Maida Hawk. Maida is receiving multiple awards. The Bengali Cultural Club Award and the Muslim Student Association Award. Maisha Hawk. Maisha is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance. Shrika Harikrishna. Shrika is receiving the Lansdale High School Class of 1944 Blackledge Rudinger Memorial Award. Catherine Harkins. Catherine is receiving multiple awards. First, the NPHS Athletic Department Outstanding Senior Athlete Award and the Susan Hollenbach Scholarship Award.
The Susan Hollenbach Memorial Scholarship has been established in memory of Susan Hollenbach, who taught in the North Penn School District from 1991 to 2007. The Hollenbach family is honored to award this scholarship each year to a graduating North Penn High School senior who has chosen to pursue a degree in elementary or secondary education. Susan taught for 35 years in the Marple Newtown, Elizabethtown, and North Penn school districts. She was named Teacher of the Year in 1990 and was nominated for the Pennsylvania Department of Education Teacher of the Year in 1991. For the last 16 years of her life, she taught first and second grades at Gwinnett Square Elementary. Known for her dedication to her students and her passion for teaching, Susan's time in the classroom has inspired many of her former students to follow in her footsteps and to become teachers just like her. The Hollenbach family would like to thank all of the friends, families, and colleagues who contributed to this scholarship fund. We look forward to selecting a student each year who will pursue a career in teaching and touch the lives of many students, as our mother did for so many years.
Nicholas Hartman. Nicholas is receiving the North Penn Pediatric Dental Good Citizen Award for a senior who is an active participant in community service, values academic achievement, and is a good school citizen. Ryan Hasib. Ryan is receiving multiple awards. The Bengali Cultural Club Award and the Muslim Student Association Award. Anna Hebner. Anna is receiving the North Penn Area Democratic Committee Special Achievement in Government Award. Alex Heffler. Alex is receiving the Mary S. Ziegler Memorial Scholarship for a senior pursuing mechanical engineering or a related field. Kara Heggie. Kara is receiving the NPHS Perfect Attendance Award. Tameen Halal. Tameen is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Jia Khan Ho. Jia Khan is also receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Nathan Honig. Nathan is receiving the North Penn Most Unified Award, which is sponsored by the Corpus Christi Knights of Columbus and given for outstanding commitment to unified sports. Madeline Holleran. Madeline is receiving the North Penn Educational Support Professionals Association Award for a senior who has demonstrated overall achievement at North Penn High School. Claire Holsinger. Claire is receiving multiple awards. The NPHS Class of 2012 School Spirit Award, the North Penn Student Government Association Award given to the SGA member pursuing a career in education, and the NPHS Key Club Service Award. Leighton Holt. Leighton is receiving multiple awards. First, the Bridle Path Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award, and the NPHS Business Department Excellence in Financial Applications and Retail Management Award. Catherine Horowitz. Catherine is receiving the Edward Pickens Memorial Award. Maisha Hossein. Maisha is receiving the A.M. Culp Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Connor Howard. Connor is receiving multiple awards. First, the Montgomery Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award, and the NPAAA Scholar Athlete Award for a senior athlete who excels in sport and sportsmanship. Miranda Hull. Miranda is receiving the Beverly Kratz McGuire Scholarship Award for a senior who routinely exemplifies a strong work ethic through determined perseverance and is academically conscientious, compassionate, and respectful of others. Izan Hussein. Izan is receiving multiple awards. The Bengali Cultural Club Award and the Muslim Student Association Award. Abigail Heisen. Abigail is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance. Dmitry Ilovsky. Dimitri is receiving the NPHS Athletic Department Outstanding Senior Athlete Award. Henry Jacobs. Henry is receiving the N-Page Award for Excellence in Science. Suchi Gerodia. Suchi is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Excellence. Orvi Javia. Orvi is receiving the North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award. Enola Jean-Baptiste. Enola is receiving the Montgomery Township Police Benevolent Association David Hancock Memorial Scholarship, or Award, for a senior intending to enter the criminal justice field. MD Jahan. MD is receiving multiple awards. The Bengali Cultural Club Award, the Muslim Student Association Award, and the NPHS Technology and Engineering Department Senior Award. Chase Jones. Chase is receiving the NPHS Athletic Directors Award. Yana Jovanovic. Yana is receiving the NPAAA Matero Boland Family Award for a girls volleyball player with the highest GPA. Ella Juska. Ella is receiving the Alyssa M. Oxenford Memorial Athletic Award. Lily Juska. Lily is receiving multiple awards. The North Penn International Friendship Committee A. Walter and Marcel Lukens Memorial Award for Outstanding Goodwill Ambassador for the International Exchange Program. The North Penn International Friendship Committee NPHS Exchange Student Recognition Award. The North Penn International Friendship Committee Carolyn Murphy Memorial Award. And the NPAAA Scholar Athlete Award. Hannah Kang. Hannah is receiving multiple awards. The Bridle Path Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award, and the NPSD School Nurses Future in Nursing Award in memory of George Bancroft. Jason Karcher. Jason is receiving the NPHS Technology and Engineering Department Outstanding Senior Award. Rayat Kareem. Rayat is receiving multiple awards. The North Penn Television Outstanding Service Award and the North Penn High School Class of 1965 Award in memory of Edward J. Clavon.
Good evening. My name is Don Lewis. It is my honor to present the Class of 1965 Award. This award for years honored Edward J. Clavon. Now it is given in memory of this great night. Ed arrived at North Penn in 1955, its first year, as a young biology teacher. He quickly used his wrestling experience from high school, college, and the Army to begin a program here. At first, his team had to hold its practices in a classroom, but through sheer determination, Ed developed a legendary wrestling program, which he coached for over 35 years to many championships. Ed and his wife, Barbara, shared a very deep love of nature, and Ed was quite proud to have formed the Enact Environmental Club, soon after the first Earth Day. For a time, Ed advised the future teachers of America and inspired many students to enter the profession. In the classroom, he motivated his students to achieve their very best. Ed was advisor to our graduating class, and for 60 years, he was our close and caring friend. After we began this award, he steadfastly attended the annual ceremonies to meet and encourage the winner, even as it became painful for Ed to walk or stand. We congratulate this year's winner, who has shown the determination to overcome obstacles that characterized Ed's life. And congratulations to all of tonight's other award winners.
Isabella Key. Isabella is receiving multiple awards. First, the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, the Daniel Tyler Forte Memorial Scholarship Award.
Good evening, North Penn High School faculty, parents, senior award recipients. My name is Don Forte.
I am Antoinette Forte. We are the proud parents of our late beloved son, Daniel Forte.
We are here to present the Daniel Tyler Forte Memorial Scholarship Award to the students who exemplify the same traits and character that Daniel did in his life: kindness and empathy to others, courage in the face of challenges, and hope and perseverance in the face of those challenges. This scholarship was created in loving memory of our son, Daniel, who sadly passed away in January 2020 at the age of 16 from melanoma, a very rare cancer for people his age, after a 4.5-year courageous and hopeful battle. Daniel would have been a graduating senior of the North Penn High School class of 2022. This scholarship was established by his loving family and friends to honor Daniel's memory, his respectful and responsible character, his loving, kind, and hopeful spirit, and the positive impact he had on everyone that knew him to celebrate his life and legacy. When Daniel encountered life's challenges, he faced them courageously and often on his terms. Danny's biggest challenge in his life came when he was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 11 while in the 6th grade. In typical Daniel fashion, he bravely battled cancer with hope, faith, dignity, and his wonderful sense of humor. Daniel was our fun-loving, caring, and intelligent young man. He was a happy, kind soul. He was wise and had a big heart. He had many interests, passions, and strengths. Daniel never let his battle with cancer deter his loving, grateful, and hopeful spirit. He loved his life and always had a hopeful eye for his future, all the while enjoying the present day. He enjoyed the simple, everyday things in life, and he was grateful. His loving spirit lives in our hearts. He was our beloved son, our inspiration, our hero. Thank you to all the applicants that took the time to apply and submit your scholarship applications for the Daniel Tyler Forte Memorial Scholarship Award. Your stories touched our hearts. We appreciate all the time and effort you put into it. Congratulations to the winners, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Isabella is also receiving the Inglewood Elementary School Alumni Award and the NPAAA Matero Boland Family Award for the girls track team member with the highest GPA. Mara Kennedy. Mara is receiving the North Penn Music Aid's Stephen E. Frederick Memorial Award.
Stephen E. Frederick was the band director at North Penn High School from 1972 until 1990. He elevated every aspect of the program and established the highest standards of excellence. The legacy of his passion and professionalism is present in the North Penn Marching Knights to this day. Steve spent the majority of his 35 years as a music educator and administrator in the North Penn School District, and most of his life as an active, valued, and beloved member of the North Penn community. His commitment to the band program at the high school was evident as the North Penn Marching Knights gained state and national recognition. Steve had a deep interest in the success of his students and developed close, supportive relationships, many becoming lifelong friends. Over 200 students participating in the North Penn music program during and since his tenure have become music educators. Steve co-founded the Montgomery County Concert Band in April of 1995. As with everything else that he was a part of, the Montgomery County Concert Band has become well known throughout the Tri-County area. To this day, several members are former students and band parents of his who have continued to enjoy playing their instruments throughout their adult lives. In 2010, Steve was inducted into the Cavalcade Hall of Fame for his distinguished career in music education, his commitment to the Cavalcade of Bands organization, and his continued support of music in schools. Steve's legacy is his unwavering support for the arts and education, his unfailing commitment to his students and colleagues, and for the enduring programs and organizations he created, which still resonate far beyond the boundaries on a map. He truly enriched the lives of all he touched. It is with this legacy in mind that the student who is receiving the Stephen E. Frederick Memorial Award exemplifies many of these characteristics. The Frederick family would like to thank the North Penn Music Aides and the Montgomery County Concert Band for their contributions to this scholarship. Congratulations to this year's recipient and all of the seniors.
Sophia Kearney. Sophia is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance. Amir Khalid. Amir is receiving the Zubaydah Foundation Award. Munem Khan. Munem is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Naveed Khan. Naveed is receiving multiple awards: the Bengali Cultural Club Award and the Muslim Student Association Award. Melissa Kichikova. Melissa is receiving the North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award. Simmer Claire. Simmer is receiving multiple awards: the Enact Impact Award, the Indian Cultural Club Award, the North Penn Music Aids Paul Weber Award for the band member with the highest GPA, and the N Page Award for Excellence in English. Julia Knobloch. Julia is receiving multiple awards: the James B. Crawford Award for a senior letter winner with the highest GPA, and the N Page Award for Excellence in Math. Nicholas Cook. Nicholas is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Sarah Kester. Sarah is receiving the Deborah Buckner Honorary Theater Award, which honors a student who has exhibited outstanding leadership, creativity, and performance in dance. Advaith Kolapara. Advaith is receiving multiple awards: the Ellis and Ruth Delp Scholarship, the Robert Braxton III Memorial Award, and the Walton Farm Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Tanush Kolte. Tanush is receiving the Indian Cultural Club Award. Malini Kandasetti. Malini is receiving multiple awards: the Mark Weinstein Honorary Theater Award and the North Penn High School Chorus Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Choral Program. Ian Kozlowski. Ian is receiving the Barry Elizabeth Finnemeyer Memorial Award for a senior member of the National Honor Society entering the field of science. Kiara Krebs. Kiara is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Perseverance. Ayushi Kulkarni. Ayushi is receiving multiple awards: the AAUW Lansdale Branch Award, the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, the Enact Impact Award, the Gwinnett Square Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award, and the Penndale Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Benjamin Kurz. Ben is receiving the NPHS Theater Directors Award. Ethan Kwan. Ethan is receiving multiple awards: the NPHS Theater Excellence in Theater and Thespians Award, which honors a student excelling in acting and leadership; the MPSD School Nurses Future in Nursing Award; and the North Penn High School Chorus Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Choral Program. Brendan Lau. Brendan is receiving the Gwynnor Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Elise LaRue. Elise is receiving the NPHS Class of 1962 Technology and Engineering Department Award. Carter Laubach. Carter is receiving multiple awards: the General Nash Elementary School Alumni Award, the NPHS Theater Excellence in Stage Lighting Award, and the Richard L. Morris Scholarship Award for a senior pursuing a career in engineering. Yuri Lee. Yuri is receiving the NPHS Administrative Award for Outstanding School Citizenship. Adam Lerner. Adam is receiving the WNPV 98.5 FM Service Award. Trevor Lugara. Trevor is receiving the NPHS Athletic Department Recognition Award. Rachel Lynn. Rachel is receiving multiple awards: the Ambler Area Running Club Scholarship, the NPHS Class of 1987 Award for Outstanding Class Officer, and the Student Services Company Award for Outstanding Service to North Penn High School. Adam McNair. Adam is receiving the NPAAA Andy Kuzma Memorial Award for the boys soccer team member with the highest GPA. Manav Maida. Manav is receiving multiple awards: the Indian Cultural Club Award, the Indo-American Club Special Achievement Award for the highest-ranking club officer who is attending a four-year college, the North Penn International Friendship Committee Award for outstanding performance in the study of Spanish, The NPHS Social Studies Department Community Spirit Award for a senior who has demonstrated high achievement and recognizes a minority student or an advocate of minority issues. And the Penfield Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Jillian Mallon. Jillian is receiving the Lindsay Ann Hainberry Memorial Award for an exceptional senior who exemplifies pride, determination, courage, and humanity. Daniel Mallitz. Daniel is receiving multiple awards. The NPAAA Ed Clavon Scholar Athlete Award for a senior athlete who excels in sport and sportsmanship. And the NPHS Athletic Department Most Improved Award for the most athletic improvement over 3 years of competition. Amanda Markowitz. Amanda is receiving the Daniel Tyler Forte Memorial Scholarship Award. Joshua Martinell. Joshua is receiving the North Penn International Friendship Committee Burton T. Hines Award for a student who exemplifies integrity, kindness, values education, and treats others with respect and courtesy. Lauren McCoy. Lauren is receiving the NPHS Mathematics Department Matt Scott Legacy Award. Emily McMenamin. Emily is receiving the NPHS Class of 2020 Award for a senior entering a helping profession. Peter Melnick. Peter is receiving the NPHS Family and Consumer Science Department Award for outstanding performance in FCS. Leah Mikulski. Leah is receiving the NPAAA Don Ryan Scholarship Award. Keshav Mizra. Keshav is receiving the Indian Cultural Club Award. Maggie Maloney. Maggie is receiving the Gwinnett Square Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Vincenzo Montmore. Vincenzo is receiving the Pennsylvania Association of School Business Officials Award in memory of Mike Sands. Autumn Moore. Autumn is receiving the Jaden Rodriguez Memorial Scholarship.
The Jaden Rodriguez Memorial Scholarship is in honor and memory of Jaden Rodriguez in his graduation year. This award is intended to celebrate the person he was and the legacy he left behind. It is not meant to reward academic achievement or athletic ability, but to recognize the kind of person Jaden was, a good soul. It goes to someone who shows empathy, compassion, and a sincere desire to make the world a better place. It is about those qualities that may go unseen. The scholarship is about the kind of heart you carry. It's about how you treat people when no one's watching. It's about kindness, humility, and making others feel seen and valued. Congratulations, and may you continue to show compassion as you embark on your next journey.
Evan Morris. Evan is receiving the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship. Lauren Mosley. Lauren is also receiving the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship. Maddox Murphy. Maddox is receiving multiple awards: the John Huber Memorial Scholarship and the NPHS Athletic Department Outstanding Senior Athlete Award. Caden Myers. Caden is receiving multiple awards: the John Huber Memorial Scholarship and the NPHS Athletic Department Overcoming Athletic Adversity Award. Elizabeth Nardone. Elizabeth is receiving the NPHS Theater Excellence in Theater and Thespians Award. Arpita Nath. Arpita is receiving the Bengali Cultural Club Award. Jade Navarro. Jade is receiving the AAUW Lansdale Branch Award. Connor Nadi. Connor is receiving the Dr. Mary Scott Memorial Science Award for a senior with an aptitude and passion for science who also exemplifies the character traits of kindness, compassion, and generosity. Megan O'Donnell. Megan is receiving multiple awards: the North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award, the NPHS Key Club Service Award, and the NPHS Physical Education Department Charles Bone Award for highest achievement in physical education and academics. Matthew Ong. Matthew is receiving the Gwinnett Square Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Bryce Pace. Bryce is receiving the NPHS World Language Department Polyglot Award for a senior who excels in 2 or more world languages. Nathan Pagnoni. Nathan is receiving the Lansdale Auxiliary VFW Post 32 Past President Irene Schweger Award for a senior who exemplifies Americanism. Evelyn Papula. Evelyn is receiving the North Penn Music Aid's Robin J. Mattis Award for Outstanding Leadership in the Marching Knights Band Front. Weston Paskowich. Weston is receiving multiple awards: the Dutch County Playhouse Theater Award for a senior majoring in theater who has excelled in the theater arts, and the Pembroke Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Arjun Patel. Arjun is receiving multiple awards: the Indian Cultural Club Award, the North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award, and the North Penn Student Government Association Interclub Council Pride and Spirit Award. Pratham Patel. Pratham is receiving the Indian Cultural Club Award. Samir Patel. Samir is receiving multiple awards: the Hatfield Lions Club Award and the North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award. Shreya Patel. Shreya is receiving multiple awards. The Montgomery Township Police Benevolent Association David Hancock Memorial Award, and the NPHS Key Club Service Award. Vikesh Patel. Vikesh is receiving the NPHS Technology and Engineering Department Senior Award. Christina Pavlik. Christina is receiving the Brett Miller Memorial Award for a senior continuing a music career. Charles Pearson. Charles is receiving multiple awards. The first is the Larry Conver Memorial Award.
Good evening. I'm Amy Conver Walker. The Larry Conver Memorial Scholarship Award is given in memory of my father, who taught Spanish in the North Penn School District for 33 years, retiring in 2003. My family is honored to give this award to a graduating senior who plans to further their study of the Spanish language and use it in their career. Known as El Señor to his students, my father was an enthusiastic, loud, and creative teacher who used everything from comic books and games to movies and music to educate and engage his students. During his time at North Penn, he accompanied hundreds of students to Spain and brought home many lifelong fans of the Spanish language and culture. As a teacher, he understood how important it was to truly know another language. My dad had a favorite Spanish saying, "Salud, pesetas y amor y el tiempo para gozarlos." It means health, wealth, and love, and time to enjoy it all. My family wishes our award recipient these sentiments and hopes he or she will always keep language alive in their life with the same passion as our beloved father. Felicidades.
Charles is also receiving the N-Page Award for Excellence in Math. Thanuk Pereira. Thanuk is receiving the NPHS Science Faculty Achievement Award. Jameson Perloff. Jameson is receiving the Pennsylvania Association of School Business Officials Award in memory of Mike Sands. Sean Peters. Sean is receiving the Louis Armstrong Award for the greatest contribution to jazz band. Jaden Phelps. Jaden is receiving the North Penn Television Outstanding Service Award. Erica Pickford. Erica is receiving the Lansdale High School Class of 1944 Blackledge Rudinger Memorial Award. Ella Peranti. Ella is receiving the North Penn Educational Support Professionals Association Award. Emily Peranti. Emily is receiving the North Penn Most Unified Award, sponsored by the Corpus Christi Knights of Columbus. Ryan Poole. Ryan is receiving the June R. Huebner Award for a senior demonstrating compassion and developing the skill set to serve students with special needs. Anna Petrusalova. Anna is receiving the NPHS English Department Janet Kratz Award for Excellence for a senior who has mastered the intellectual qualities embodied by Mrs. Janet Kratz, rhetorical analysis, argumentative writing, and a love of language and literature. Arafat Rahman. Arafat is receiving the Muslim Student Association Award. Natasha Rainey. Natasha is receiving the Christopher Michael Williams Jr. Memorial Scholarship. Prajit Rajan. Prajit is receiving multiple awards: the Indian Cultural Club Award, the Walton Farm Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Shweta Rajan. Shweta is receiving multiple awards: the North Penn International Friendship Committee Award for Outstanding Performance in the Study of Latin, the N. Page Scholars Award, the Penfield Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award, and the Walton Farm Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Matthew Ronda. Matthew is receiving the Montgomery Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Derek Ranjan. Derek is receiving multiple awards: the Indian Cultural Club Award, the Indo-American Club Special Achievement Award, the North Wales Elementary Alumni Award, and the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Excellence. Gunakrita Ranjath Kumar. Gunakrita is receiving multiple awards: the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship, the Indian Cultural Club Award, and the NPHS Mathematics Department Award for Excellence. Kaylee Reichert. Kaylee is receiving multiple awards: the Christopher Joy Memorial Scholarship and the Kathy and Jane Acuff Memorial Scholarship for outstanding genetics student entering a medical or teaching profession. Maximilian Riley. Maximilian is receiving the NPAAA Lansdale Warehouse Scholar Athlete Award. Fiona Rowe. Fiona is receiving the A.M. Culp Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Sarah Salem. Sarah is receiving the AAUW Lansdale Branch Award in memory of Pam Davler. Caitlin Sally. Caitlin is receiving the NPHS Business Department Future Leader Award for Outstanding Work Ethic in FBLA. Emmy Salmon. Emmy is receiving the Gwynnor Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Shlok Savalia. Shlok is receiving the Penndale Middle School National Junior Honor Society Scholarship Alumni Award. Kirsten Shoppy. Kirsten is receiving multiple awards: the Lansdale Auxiliary VFW Post 32 Past President Irene Schweger Award, the Megan M. Levins McLaughlin Memorial Award for a senior athlete with a true passion for North Penn and competition who is interested in pursuing a sport at the collegiate level, and the NPHS Athletic Department Most Improved Athletic Award. Helene Schuler. Helene is receiving the Gwinnett Square Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Lamisa Shira. Lamisa is receiving multiple awards. The North Penn Chapter of National Honor Society Award and the NPHS Art Department Award. William Shuey. William is receiving multiple awards. The James B. Crawford Award for the senior letter winner with the highest GPA, the Morris Trust Memorial Award, the NPAAA Andy Kuzma Memorial Award for the boys track team member with the highest GPA, the NPAAA Matero Boland Family Award for the boys track team member with the highest GPA, and the NPHS Athletic Department Most Outstanding Senior Athlete Award. Isaac Sohn. Isaac is receiving the John Huber Memorial Scholarship. Hassan Solomon. Hassan is receiving multiple awards. The David Lerman Memorial Scholarship for strong interest in math and science, scholastic excellence, and enthusiasm for continuous learning. The N. Page Award for excellence in math, and the Zubaydah Foundation Award. Casa Stanley Erickson. Casa is receiving the George Bancroft Memorial Award for Law Enforcement. Haley Switer. Haley is receiving multiple awards. The first is the AAUW Lansdale Branch Award in memory of Valerie Senecor.
Tonight, we award a scholarship in memory of Valerie Senecor, a former North Penn educator who, for over 30 years, served students with special needs and those in the gifted program. Her love of theater led her to serve as a beloved advisor to the Green Room Club, as well as the Night Crier. More than just an educator, Val was also an actress and director, a world traveler with an affinity for all things French, a chef, a doll collector, and an avid reader. Wife, mother, sister, grandmother, and friend, Val was a dreamer and a fighter for human rights. Her love and passion touched many lives, doing her part to make this world a better place. This award honors an individual who, by word and deed, is making a positive impact in our community and on our world. Congratulations to our recipient and to all of tonight's award winners.
Haley is also receiving the Morris Trust Memorial Award, the N. Page Award for Excellence in Social Studies, and the NPHS Class of 1984 Class Government Award for Outstanding Class Cabinet Member. Grace Tarlow. Grace is receiving the Christopher Michael Williams Sr. Memorial Caring Award. Italia Tarlow. Italia is receiving the NPHS Art Department Award. Elsa Thomas. Elsa is receiving multiple awards. The Indian Cultural Club Award and the Michelle Finnis Memorial Award for a senior majoring in science or engineering with academic excellence. Josiah Thomas. Josiah is receiving the NPHS Athletic Directors Award. Beatrix Thompson. Beatrix is receiving the NPHS Orchestra Award for outstanding dedication to the orchestra program. Mara Tornetta. Mara is receiving the Dr. Mary Scott K-25 Memorial Award.
This award is given in memory of our assistant principal, Dr. Mary Scott. Dr. Scott came to North Penn in 2005 after spending 10 years teaching at North Catholic High School for Boys in Philadelphia. Here at North Penn, she taught biology and served as a club advisor during her tenure to the National Honor Society, Future Health Occupations, and the Science Olympiad. She was also the co-advisor to the classes of 2011 and 2014. After 20 years in the classroom, Dr. Scott became an assistant principal at North Penn High School, serving as a class principal, with the last being the class of 2022. Dr. Scott had an infectious personality, and she treated everyone as if they were a member of her family. She had a great sense of humor, and her generosity knew no bounds. Whenever anyone asked Dr. Scott how she was doing, she always responded with her infamous saying, "I'm just living the dream." Working at North Penn High School was a dream for Dr. Scott, and she became a staple of the school community. Therefore, the Dr. Mary M. Scott Memorial Award was established to recognize a senior who demonstrates the same characteristics of Dr. Scott: kindness, compassion, generosity, and the ability to find the joy in the everyday things.
Catherine Trapani. Catherine is receiving the Hatfield Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. The Hatfield Township Police Benevolent Association Officer William Chapman Memorial Award for a senior seeking an undergraduate degree in a public service-oriented field. The North Penn Education Association Academic Scholarship Award. And the NPHS Theater Jeffrey C. Bance Spirit Award. Manav Trivedi. Manav is receiving multiple awards: the NPHS Class of 1962 Technology and Engineering Department Award and the Morris Trust Memorial Scholarship. Alyssa Valdivia. Alyssa is receiving multiple awards: the NPHS English Department Award for a senior who has appreciated the value of a rigorous course of study and has achieved superior mastery of the 12th grade honors English curriculum, and the Penndale Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Masik Vandermolen. Masik is receiving the Al Broadhag Memorial Award.
Good evening. I'm Carolyn Noer.
And I'm Beth Clifford.
And it is our honor to present the Al Broadhag Memorial Scholarship in memory of our father.
Al Broadhag lived by example. He was an incredible athlete, playing football and baseball, and was named the first All-American catcher from the University of Delaware in 1952. He served as an officer in the Korean War, where he was awarded the Army Commendation Medal.
At North Penn High School, he taught health and physical education for 31 years, where he was the head football coach and also served as an assistant baseball coach for the Knights. He was inducted into the North Penn Souderton Hall of Fame in 1997 and the NPAAA Hall of Fame in 2005.
Our father believed that the true value of athletics was not about winning or losing. He inspired his athletes to live and play with respect, self-discipline, sacrifice, and good sportsmanship, and expected his players to place the welfare of the team above self. He instilled a sense of loyalty and pride in oneself and in North Penn.
It is our pleasure to award the Al Brodhag Memorial Scholarship tonight in his honor, as you have exemplified what our father believed a North Penn Knight should be, on and off the field.
Congratulations to you and all of the award winners here tonight. Best of luck as you start your college education this fall.
Vinaya Venkat. Vinaya is receiving the Hatfield Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Adelesh Vimaldev. Adelesh is receiving the Donald Hill Memorial Scholarship Award.
Good evening. I'm John Wilson, counselor at North Penn High School. Tonight it's my privilege to tell you about someone who is not only a dear friend, but also my father-in-law, Don Hill. Don's legacy is one of tireless commitment to community service. He dedicated over 25 years as a member of the North Penn School Board of Directors, demonstrating his profound conviction for public school education and its importance to the community and development of its youth. He chaired many committees and served as both president and vice president during his tenure on the board. Don's leadership can be seen in many aspects of the community. Don served on the boards of the North Penn Educational Foundation and the Southeastern Pennsylvania Symphony Orchestra. Don was an active member of the Lansdale Lions Club and a former member of the Rotary Club of North Penn. He also announced for and sang with the Montco Senior Concert Choir. He was active in the Montgomery County Republican Committee, serving first as judge of elections and then as an Area 9 Republican committeeman. He showed his passion for service by encouraging and mentoring others committed to community service. The Donald Hill Memorial Award is a continuance of his commitment. It is awarded to the graduating senior going on to higher education who has shown a commitment to community service. Congratulations to this year's recipient of the Donald Hill Memorial Award and all of tonight's award winners.
Alexander Voss. Alex is receiving the NPHS Theater Best Actor Award. Caroline Walsh. Caroline is receiving the Bridle Path Elementary Home and School Association Alumni Award. Jonathan Walters. Jonathan is receiving the Penndale Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. Emerson Webb. Emerson is receiving the NPHS Athletic Directors Award. Demi Webb Dennis. Demi is receiving the Knapp Elementary School Alumni Award. Ethan Weed. Ethan is receiving multiple awards: the Kohler's Jewelers Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Band Program, and the NPHS Social Studies Department Achievement in Government and Civics Award. Haruka Weir. Haruka is receiving multiple awards: the North Wales Elementary Alumni Award, and the NPHS Theater Excellence in Costumes Award in honor of Marianne Brady, which honors a student with outstanding leadership and creativity in costumes. Zoe Welsh. Zoe is receiving multiple awards: the Carl Hoppe Memorial Award, the North Penn Most Unified Award, sponsored by the Corpus Christi Knights of Columbus, and the NPAAA Lansdale Warehouse Scholar Athlete Award. Cassandra Wheelis. Cassandra is receiving the North Penn Area Democratic Committee Special Achievement in Government Award. Anya Wheelock. Anya is receiving the North Penn Music Aid's Carl Thompson Memorial Award for the greatest contribution to the North Penn music program. Caden Williams. Caden is receiving multiple awards. The NPHS Theater Most Improved in Theater Arts Award, which goes to the student who has exhibited the most growth in acting. And the NPHS Social Studies Department Above and Beyond Award for a senior outstanding in many areas who goes above and beyond classroom academics in their service to social studies. Leilani Williams. Leilani is receiving the NPHS Administrative Award for Outstanding School Citizenship. Tajon Williams. Tajon is receiving the NPHS Family and Consumer Science Department Award. Jack Woodland. Jack is receiving the NPAAA Matero Boland Family Award for the boys volleyball player with the highest GPA. Vaishnav Yogabali Krishnan. Vaishnav is receiving the Jefferson Lansdale Hospital Award for a senior in good academic standing pursuing a career in the medical field. Jack Zagwoski. Jack is receiving multiple awards. First, the NPHS Theater Excellence in Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS Award, and the Penfield Middle School Home and School Association Alumni Award. And finally, Amelia Zainine. Amelia is receiving the NPHS Theater Excellence in Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS Award. Congratulations to our award winners.
Thank you all for being with us tonight, and thank you for your continued support of these amazing students. Once again, we congratulate each and every award recipient this evening. You are incredibly deserving of all the accolades you received tonight. Let's have one final round of applause for all of tonight's deserving recipients. Thank you for attending, and everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you.